Welcome to AC Daily, where we're advocating for all and advocating for you. I'm Aaron Dean. It's high blood pressure in the lungs and several types of pulmonary hypertension disproportionately affects women. The Advocate Channel's Mandy Gaither explains why signs of the disease shouldn't be underestimated.
It's a condition that causes the blood vessels in a person's lungs to narrow and thicken. Pulmonary hypertension is a progressive disease. One severe form, pulmonary arterial hypertension, can lead to heart failure and death.
The earlier you can detect a disease, the earlier you can treat it and you can prevent it from worsening.
Dr. Tim Lom with National Jewish Health says it's important for women to know the risk and the symptoms of the disease, which include shortness of breath, fatigue, weight gain, swelling of the abdomen or lower extremities, chest pain, and irregular heartbeat, all of which Lom says are nonspecific and could be dismissed or misdiagnosed as another condition.
Providers think patients have more common entities such as asthma or sometimes even anxiety. So misdiagnosis is very common. And again, that's a problem because we're dealing with a disease that is progressive. If left untreated, things will get worse.
Lom says there are about 15 FDA-approved drugs to treat this disease, and a novel medication was also just approved. But work is still being done to develop targeted therapies to prevent or stop the disease from progressing.
It is treatable, and we really encourage patients to seek medical care as soon as possible.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
The latest consumer price index has been released and shows overall inflation cooled in April, providing a bit of hope. The Advocate Channel's Jen Sullivan breaks down the numbers and what that means for your wallet.
When it comes to inflation numbers, there is both good and bad news in reports released this week. Wholesale inflation, which is measured by the Producer Price Index, ticked up in April to its highest rate in a year, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. That measures the change in prices manufacturers pay to suppliers. Experts say when suppliers charge more, that increase is passed to consumers. On Tuesday, Fed Chair Jerome Powell, speaking at the Foreign Bankers Association in the Netherlands, expressed concerns.
We did not expect this to be a smooth road, but these were higher than I think anybody expected.
Part of the reason these numbers rose was because energy costs jumped up 2% in April, and that helped push the price of some goods higher. Powell also indicated that these numbers justified keeping interest rates elevated for now.
What that has told us is that we'll need to be patient and let restrictive policy do its work.
But there is some positive news. The latest Consumer Price Index report released Wednesday shows inflation cooled slightly in April. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, consumer prices were up 3.4% for the 12 months ending in April, slowing from 3.5% the month before. Housing and gas costs remain high, but grocery prices fell 0.2% from March. The other good news is wages are outpacing inflation, helping workers compensate for higher prices.
Real wages are now positive, and unemployment has been below 4% for 27 consecutive months.
For Consumer Watch, I'm Jen Sullivan.
Racy period drama Bridgerton is back with its third season, this time focused on all-new romance. The Advocate Channel's Rick Damigella reports.
Dearest gentle reader, we have been apart for far too long.
Bridgerton has returned.
I cannot live at home any longer. I must take a husband.
The hit Netflix drama has more racy romance, now focused on third Bridgerton son Colin and his blossoming relationship with Penelope Featherington.
Since when are you worried about Penelope?
Stars Nicola Coughlan and Luke Newton leaned on each other to become the show's new leads.
I mean, we're really good at communicating. Like, we're constantly discussing what's next, and
we text one another all the time.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about storylines, things we're nervous about, things we're excited about, and just being good teammates is was the most important thing to us, really.
Fans can expect more flashy costumes and hairstyles, including the dramatic sideburns Newton was sad to leave behind.
It was a really sad day. I think I did it on the
felt
last
quite
day of
emotional
set.
when you got rid of them.
Yeah, because it became, and even in my day-to-day life, I mean, it's kind of strange. It's something that hasn't really come back around yet, but having these like prominent sideburns going to get a coffee on a Saturday morning in like my casual wear, drew a lot of attention. So, but I do miss them.
In Hollywood, I'm Rick Damigella.
Thanks for joining me for AC Daily. For more content that advocates for you, head over to our YouTube channel and click that subscribe tab and engage with us on social. You'll find us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Use @AdvocateChannel to join in on the conversation. I'm Aaron Dean.